guys, and welcome to another video. Alright, so, as you guys may know, or don't know, I don't really know, but every year my friends and I go on a bike packing trip. Year one was Ottawa, and I filmed it. Hi, Hanen. Year two, Quebec City, and guess what? I filmed it. So this is the third year, and if you guys have been paying attention at all, which not many people have, I mean, the views are not great. I mean, not great. But for those of you who have watched, this year we went to Niagara Falls. Also, it is raining, by the way, outside. You know, it's pretty. I closed all the windows and stuff. It's still pretty loud, but it actually kind of works because for the trip, most of the time was raining.
Fuck the rain!
But let's talk about the trip. The first thing we did was plan the route. Now, what's really funny is that we actually planned this route last year. Last year was supposed to be Niagara Falls. So here's the route right here. It's a pretty flat route, it's not that bad. Before we left, we had about 11 people ready to go on the trip, alright? Unfortunately, that number dwindled down very slowly till the actual day of the trip where we were only 6 people. So, day one of the trip. Like every other trip, the day always starts with meeting at Max's house. I'm ready when I get there. Hanen is very ready when we get there. Okay, Hank?
Spin and go.
And Sacha is really late.
15 minutes early?
15 minutes early or 15 minutes late. But this year we have 2 new members to the group who came with us. Nathan came with us, who has been in other videos. And Isaac came with us, who's never been in a video before, so welcome Isaac. Wow, I've never really done a video where I just talk to the camera. It's kind of weird, not gonna lie. But the plan for every day was to do about 150 kilometers. And for day one, the plan was to go from Montreal to Cornwall. Here's the Strava right here. Of course, we record everything on Strava because, you know, if it's not on Strava, it never happened. We did 135 kilometers. This was actually a really hard day because within like the first hour of the trip, I got a puncture.
Oh. His tires, they went flat.
Damn. It was the saddest day of my life. There's 2 little pins that hold your rear derailleur onto your bike.
What's happening here, dog?
His derailleur fell off because there's no screws to hold it onto the frame.
Now whoever set up my bike didn't put those pins.
Who the fuck skip corners on building your bike?
What the
off your bike
fuck?
Have you ever taken off the back?
No.
I think
Okay.
I didn't get on mine.
This is crazy, man.
I don't want your green.
The reason the derailleur stayed on was because it was connected through the through axle that connects my wheel. So I took out the through axle, and then my wheel fell off, and my derailleur fell off right onto the ground. Not only did I have to put my rear derailleur back on, with the wheel of course, but I also had to put the chain back on, which of course led to me getting really dirty hands. In fact, my hands were black, like black. Like,
Look at mine.
Oh my god, that's so dirty. I think you fixed the bike, eh? You fixed the bike, right?
All me.
It was all you, man. It was all me. It was all you.
They weren't clean for another 3 days. So after we spent like an hour fixing my bike, by we I mean mostly Max, but also I was there, Isaac was there, Hanen was there, Sacha and Shepard were there for more support.
Right.
And then really just kind of looked at it.
Max didn't do shit. All I did was complain.
Oh,
look at his hands. That's the hands of someone who didn't.
Yeah, it's true. My hands are dirtier.
True.
Clean mine.
So after we got out of Quebec, which I promise you, the hardest part of any bike trip we have is getting out of Quebec. Oh, there go the lights, because I think we have a power outage. Okay, and this works for a second. Just so I can finish my day. So after we got out of Quebec and got into Ontario, which I promise you, the roads in Ontario are 100 times nicer. But after we cycled around Ontario for a little bit, we got to Cornwall, and we had to find a Popeyes, because every time we go on a bike trip and we end up in Ontario, we have to go to Popeyes.
Guys, we did it again. We came all the way to Ontario on fucking bicycles for fucking Popeyes. Louisiana chicken. I'm actually hyped as fuck.
But after eating a delicious meal at Popeyes, including their weird mashed potatoes Ontario poutine, which I don't know what the hell that was, but that was not poutine. We found a place to camp at a little park, and I know you're not supposed to camp in parks, but you know, it's Cornwall, who cares? And we went to bed praying that there'd be no rain. Good night, hopefully we wake up and there's no rain. And of course the next morning there was rain. Just to give you a bit of an idea of how much it's raining right now, well, this is the window, which is whatever, but let's see if we can see outside. You can kind of see it's not raining as bad as it was, but it's coming down pretty hard. There's a screen, so you can't really, it doesn't focus, so, you know. It's raining enough for there to be a power outage, alright? Okay, we're back. It's been like 2 days since I recorded the beginning of this, so I don't really remember where I left off. Now, I've got Scout here, the doggo, sleeping right next to me, and she's gonna be very annoyed with me, the fact that I'm just talking to the camera. Okay, so, day 2. It'd been pouring rain for like a couple hours.
God damn it. See the little droplets on the tent? A little bit. Yeah. It's been raining since 4 a.m. It's well, it's 8 a.m.
It did let off for like 20 minutes for us to get out of our tents, grab our tents, run to a little shelter, and pack everything up quick. We've got Shepard's tent here, Hanen's tent over there, my tent. It's over here, it's not where we camped, but I don't feel like setting up in the rain, or unsetting. And Max and Sacha, even though they told us to wake up at 8 o'clock.
Those idiots,
It's 9 o'clock, they're not awake. If any of you have ever camped, you know packing up in the rain is the worst, because when you unpack, everything's wet. So, of course, Shepard was in a terrible mood. So he was in a bad mood the night before. The first victim of the trip is Nathan's phone. Yep. It fell, it cracked. He snapped. And now, because it was raining and he had a bad sleep, he was in an even worse mood. Which I don't understand, because we had Popeyes the night before. It's like medicine. I don't know what the hell they do to it. She's snoring. I love you. I don't think she loves me back right now. So because Sacha and Max were cooking their food for themselves, when they eventually got up, we left and they stayed to make their own food, and we went to find somewhere to eat. And we found this place called Tilly's Eatery.
Great soup.
Great soup? You look a little bit happier than you did last night.
I was not happy last night. I was not happy this morning. Still not happy now.
Tilly's Diner is the best place. If you're ever in Cornwall, come.
Because of the rain, camera was not out. GoPro could have been out, but I made the biggest mistake, and this mistake kept haunting me for the rest of the trip. I put my GoPro batteries in my panniers, which meant that on the ride, I could not get to them. And I also made the mistake of not bringing the block for a charger, and it kind of screwed me. So basically nothing had charge. We got so lucky that there were no thunderstorms for the rest of the day, and the rest of the day was beautiful. So we went from Cornwall to Brockville. Now, we wanted to do Cornwall to Kingston, but because of the heavy rain in the morning, we left really late. And on top of that, because Shepard was super tired, we did a lot less kilometers that day.
Well, my battery has 17% left, and I forgot to charge it last night. And all my other batteries are in my thing, so we're just balling out. It's stopped raining a little bit. Shepard's right here. He's not happy. And then the two other ones are ahead of us. And honestly, the view is actually pretty fucking sick. You can't see it, but there's just water. It goes into the, you can kind of see it's just water forever. It's very nice. Side to the camera. These bumps could like take out your fucking wheel. Also, can you get grease on your helmet?
Oh shit. Yo, actually, for real. Let me get off. There we go. Where are we, Josh?
We're in Upper Canada Village.
It smells like what?
Horse poo-poo.
The day before, Shepard told me that he might have put his screws for his rear rack on upside down. And I took it, I registered it, and then I forgot it. So we get to Brockville, and the whole panel just falls down backwards.
We've also got a Tim Hortons right here, which is really nice. With the new Tim Beams!
I feel like everywhere we stop, there's been a Tim Hortons.
Without fail. I can't believe the rack was on upside down. The best part, he told me and I forgot.
He went to get himself a hotel, and we were convinced by Sacha, and by Hanen a little bit, because it was Hanen's call at the end, to go camping at St. Lawrence Park.
Toes are in my bed. He got you again.
I got you again.
No. Are you ready? Dude, if you fucking break it, I'm fucking so done with this, man. Yo, what's so many fucking bugs, man?
Bitch. Motherfucker.
I'll break you in bed.
I'll break your fucking back.
Do I have to hear that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hear you guys all suffering together. And
And that's gonna. And I'm gonna. The whole night, you're just gonna hear. What the fuck?
Fucking monkey having sex.
What if I sneak into Josh's tent in the middle of the night?
do it.
You'll never know.
I'll give it the GoPro. I'll film.
I have the GoPro.
Can we have the GoPro?
Oh yeah, sure.
It'd be funny if I pushed an end down.
Another side.
Honestly, I thought that recording and then taking off his shoes wouldn't be that interesting. It's not bad.
Dude, I cannot feel my toes. Jesus.
And we had to pay to camp at the park. And if we just gone to the hotel room, we could have split the cost. And for like $5 more, we would have had a hotel room. Oh my god. And the biggest thing, there would have been no mosquitoes.
Go away, man.
Me or the fucking bugs?
But eventually we got into our tents and we went to bed. And yeah, you see that mosquito bite? I had that all over my legs. I'm also really sunburned. I mean, look at my nose, goddamn. So I gave Isaac the GoPro because Isaac said that he was gonna get up in the middle of the night and film everyone while they were sleeping. I thought, oh, that'll be kind of funny content. But instead of that happening, it started raining.
I'm just doing a little vlog because it's raining. And they told us it wasn't going to rain. It's raining? We don't have rain covers. Fuck. You fucking serious? Fucking raining through our roof.
But the next morning, everyone woke up and we went over to the hotel where Shepard was staying to get a free breakfast. We had a pretty late day. Brockville, day 3 was crazy. 500 meters from the hotel.
Okay, so we just left not even fucking 5 minutes.
Was it 200 meters?
Not even 5
No,
minutes.
that was a lot more than 200 meters. No, that was some bullshit. We were all going down, we were all fine, and then we got brake checked by a car.
You know what he did? He merged lanes last second into the right side, and then he braked so quick, and then we all fucking almost died. I just heard it.
We were there for so long that actually Sacha had his course registration for school in like 5 minutes after we finished. So we thought, okay, we'll just go over the bridge, we'll hop over to the Tim Hortons that we stopped at.
We're back. You see how much control I have?
We came to Tim Hortons for Sacha to do his thing. Max got another flat.
Really funny, eh?
You see that bridge over there? We're literally on the other side, and now we're on this side, and we have another flat.
And then right there.
Right there.
Like the place where we stayed and slept was here, and the place where we were when we got stuck was here. And where we wanted to go was here.
Today we made we've made negative progress. Where we camped last night was closer to fucking Kingston than like right now, than where we are now.
Yep.
And then we finally got going. And then it rained. Eventually we got out of the Brockville area, it stopped raining, I was able to take off my jacket, and we got into this weird path that just went up and down, up and down, up and down. It was the rolling hills of Ontario. On the rolling hills of Ontario, we had the worst headwind. Like, I thought I was being blown backwards. Actually, the entire trip we had headwind. Isaac, me, Shepard, and Hanen were at the front. Max calls me saying, yeah, I got another flat. Same tire. That's the third flat of the day.
Third time.
And what happens is that since the brakes are like this, if I move it to the side, one of them pinches higher. And that pinching higher ripped my tire open. It ripped my tire open.
Okay.
And that's where the puncture occurred. So I need to patch it from the inside using a band-aid right now.
We kept biking, and we made it to Kingston, eventually. That night, we stayed at Hanen's friend's house. So, now we're on to day 4. Day 4 started off like any other day. We went to Tim Hortons. But it was a sad day because we lost 2 key members.
Also, because we're losing 2 key members of the group.
He called us key members, so I'll take the first one.
Now we're gonna be only 4. Hank Spank, Max Bong, Isaac, and yours truly. That's the real team, Crunchy Candy Productions team.
Hanen, how do you feel about this sudden change in events? Why I? He gets to go faster.
That's number 1.
He's so happy. You look so happy.
You know,
Can you explain the smile on your face, Isaac?
I love Sacha and Nathan. Well,
You're still bouncing me crazy.
we go fast.
We had the fastest day of our lives. So that day we did 188 kilometers. Our average speed was only 26.8, right? The day before, our average speed was 19.1. Before that, it was 21.7. And before that, it was 20.8. You can see the difference when we got rid of the 2 guys who were struggling. We went fast and we went farther. And for those of you who are gonna give me crap, we had bags. And that's why we didn't average 30 for the entire day. Our plan was to stay in Brighton. But when we got to Brighton, we realized we can go further. So we stopped for some food, we got our dinner, and realized that none of us could breathe. If we took a deep breath, we just started coughing.
The worst thing is just not to try.
It hurts to breathe.
We made it to Coburg, which was like another 20 kilometers, and we got to the Comfort Inn.
Where's the sign? It's over there.
Sorry, my family guy was playing.
We're staying at Comfort Inn. Nathan Shepard convinced me that it's actually the best hotel. So now Isaac and Max are inside getting us a room, and I'm trying not to die.
We made it, we have breakfast tomorrow, we have warm beds tonight, we have showers, we're gonna be great. And it was great. We watched Pitch Perfect and then we went to sleep. But the next morning was ridiculous.
Day 5, biking in the rain on our way to Toronto. Beautiful.
After it rained, we got to the second part of the day, where we had a ridiculous headwind. Like worse than 2 days before. It also seemed like every time I got on the front to lead, then all the trees next to us would disappear, we'd be in an open field and no shelter. So the next part of the day was when we got into Toronto area. Once we got into Toronto, it poured rain for like 20 minutes, just woof, woof, woof.
Guys, it just rained hard as it's rained all day for like what, 20 minutes? Maybe more. I'm dirty, Max is dirty, Isaac's dirty.
I'm dirty.
Hank was in the front, so he's actually completely clean.
Bro, I was dirty yesterday.
Hank says he cleaned, but we haven't stopped, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Spraying shit in my face the whole time.
Yeah, I was spraying Max, Max spraying Isaac, and then spraying me.
Then the rain stopped and somehow we ended up on a beach in Pickering and none of us were happy.
Okay, the rocks were better. Guys, for some reason we're on a beach and we have to walk our bikes. But there's so much sand and it's impossible to get our bikes, especially mine. It's super heavy. And Ann's in a bad mood like always. We have about 2 hours left till we're done. But he's taking nice pictures. Look, Max is over there. Isaac is somewhere too. We're almost at the road.
But we hopped back onto the waterfront trail, kept going until it ended.
Okay, well we're on the waterfront trail, which is absolutely ridiculously awful. I know it's a multi-use path, but people are using this to like the next level.
They're literally just walking.
They're just walking, which is fine, but
for these fuckers.
they're walking like fucking 3 by, taking up the whole way. On top of that,
It's worse than fucking, what's it called?
it's worse than Lachine Canal in Montreal, which is pretty bad. I haven't even gone to the worst part.
Alright, let's go.
We literally just passed
Oh no.
2 dogs playing, which is beautiful. I love dogs, but they were unleashed on the middle of the path.
When's the last turn?
We have to go over though.
And now, just cause you know, fuck us, it just stops. The path just stops and we have to go back a million years. Oh, only 500 meters? Okay, not as bad, but still,
That'll take us like 2 minutes.
still really annoying.
Alright, let's go.
So after we left the waterfront trail, we biked through Toronto, which was absolutely terrible. It was just cars and construction and up and down, and we eventually got to my uncle's house, which is where we were staying, and it was great. They prepared us food. My uncle washed our clothes, which was really nice. And we slept like babies. We slept so well. It was so great, in fact, that we left at 1 o'clock the next day. Our last day of biking, we left late. The day started off pretty good. My uncle took all our bags so we wouldn't have to carry the weight. Then we went to a bike shop called Chain Reaction where they gave us free coffee, free gels, and I was able to buy a jacket because the one I had with me was way too big and I wanted something that could fit into my pocket. So after we eventually left Chain Reaction, we just balled out. We went fast. We almost got hit by a few trucks, but, you know, when in Rome.
Everyone in a black pickup truck has almost killed us. Max almost got taken out from like 6 lanes of traffic. A guy just came over, almost took him out. Then we're in Oakville right now and it's 1 by 1, single file, and that like cars and bikes at the same time. And 2 pickup trucks, black pickup trucks, 1 Tundra, 1 F-150, both cut us off, and then fucking had the nerve to talk to us. Then Isaac chased them and took a wrong turn, so now me and Hanen are waiting for Dumb and Dumber.
We did 135 kilometers, 5 hours, 35 minutes. It was slow, but we made it there. We got there when it was dark. We got to the Airbnb and we just passed out. We all went to sleep. Isaac and Max had the bed. Me and Hanen slept on this weird couch thing. It's not a great sleep. So, that was our bike trip to Niagara Falls. My camera's good, but my light is about to die. Actually, I think my light is pretty much dead. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you guys would like to see some more clips, my last few videos are those days split up. And if you guys would like to see other bike trips, boom and boom in the description. I will see you guys later.